Hi, travelers. Tara here. I'm going to be bringing you your fire elemental for July 2019. I haven't even got the card set up. So after I finish this little introduction, I have to get everything set up. So basically, this month is some pretty complicated astrology. We have the new moon, the full moon. We have Mercury in retrograde, or about to go retrograde on July 8th in a couple of days. And the Mercury retrograde is falling uh, between two eclipses. We had our solar eclipse, our new moon solar eclipse on July 2nd. And I'm not exactly sure when the full moon is, but that's going to be our lunar eclipse. Now, Mercury does retrograde. It's going to retrograde in the sign of Leo um, on July 8th, but on the same day, Mars will also be moving into Leo. And that can be a pretty volatile kind of an energy, although Mars traditionally rules Aries and Scorpio. Um, it is in the element of fire into which it's moving. And so Mars is about speed, heat, anger, aggression, drive, focus, determination. In the sign of Leo, this may be playing out with children asserting themselves, or there could be heated discussions or heated arguments over, what's best for the kids. We are in the summer, and break for when school starts. This could be the idea of meeting someone who really gets your fancy, because Leo also rules sex and dating, sexual relationships. This is not the marriage kind of relationship or the partnership kind of relationship. It's strictly about joy, sexuality, dating, creative expression. So some of you might find that you have some kind of I don't know, projects going on. Maybe some of you might be like coaches for little league or soccer or swimming or chess. Who knows, right? So that conjunction with Mars and Mercury stationing retrograde, however, that's a stationary conjunction. And those a lot of times can be triggers. So even though you may not have something going on at the moment, pay attention to July 8th if something does pop up. Remember that we have Mercury retrograde is basically, Mercury stays retrograde for 3 weeks, but it's almost like an 8-week kind of a transit, because we have the pre-shadow phase, which is about a week before Mercury starts to slow down. Then we have the actual retrograde phase, and then we have the post-shadow. And then they're going to be moving into the sign of Cancer. At the same time, we have Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius, his ruling sign, but we also have Saturn and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. So this is big, big astrology, and this is going to be playing out all the way into 2020. And as a matter of fact, January 2020 is going to be kind of huge. I do have a couple of articles up. I'm going to be finishing up one today. So website members, if you're interested in that astrology, you can go over and read the articles. Just so you know, I'm kind of at a place with whatever's happening with me with my house, where I have some time to myself. Yay. And so this is, I've got some Akashic records have come in. Eclipses are great times to do Akashic records. They really are, because it allows you to just eclipse out whatever situations that have kind of been plaguing you or bothering you. Why am I not moving ahead? That kind of a thing. And so I have the 1-hour reading on sale. And I think, did I say this was for fire signs? This introduction is going to be for everybody. I'm going to post it in front of all of the videos, so that way I don't have to re-record it. That's a Mercury retrograde thing. And so I have that 1-hour sale going on for tarot card reader, for the tarot reading. That's on sale, and you don't have to be a member to get it. You can just go over to the website. You're going to click on the little eye that shows up where I can't ever figure out. Oh, wait, right there. Okay. And that'll take you directly over, and just go to where it says tarot readings or tarot consultations. I don't know what it says. And you'll find the 1-hour reading on sale. Just click it. I also have the transit tutorial on sale. The transit tutorial is lots of fun. It's a phone reading. It's about an hour and 45 minutes where you get your chart, we get your chart, and we look over some things, and then I show you step by step how you can track the transits for yourself through some free software. It's really quite interesting once you see the astrology at work and at play. I know a lot of people don't believe in astrology, but you don't necessarily have to believe in something for it to actually work and have some value. And so that's pretty much it. So I'm going to stop this now, and then I'm going to set up my cards. I'm at a friend's house. I've been house sitting for the past week. And so that's why my surroundings are different. The table's going to look different. Nevertheless, I'm going to bring you the readings, okay? And so I will see you in a bit. Hi, air signs. This is going to be your elemental air reading for July 2019. This is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So all of the air signs. This is a general reading, so keep that in mind. I have with me the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila, Endovina Sibila, the playing cards, and then you'll get an opportunity to wrap the reading up with the Psychic Oracle Tarot. I've already done some shuffling and meditation on the air glyph, and so we're just going to get started with the reading, okay? Here we go. 7 of Swords. There you can see it. 7 of Wands. I didn't show it to you. There we go. I got it all backwards. Okay. The Ace of Wands. Wow, that's pretty interesting. There's the Sun card, which may be our timing. The Sun will be moving into Leo pretty soon. Wow. Here is the Emperor. This represents our Martian energy. I know that Mars is also going to be moving into Leo on the 8th. And as a matter of fact, it will be conjunct Mercury, who will be retrograde at that time. There's the 6 of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. The 6 of Wands. Now, I have 3 Wands cards, but 2 6s and 2 7s, okay? Oh, wow. And there is an Ace of Cups. This is what I'm picking up immediately. For some of you, you may be dealing with a fire sign male. This person may be the father of your children, could be your baby daddy, maybe it's somebody you want to have babies with, my future baby daddy, one of those things. But I think there's been some kind of argument or mix-up between the two of you, some kind of disagreement. Maybe this has to do with rushing around, not paying attention exactly to what is happening, being distracted by some kind of news or message. I have these 2 aces here. 2 aces always speak to some kind of new partnership, romance, relationship, something of that nature, but it is a double yes, so to speak. There could be perhaps the announcement of a new baby coming in for some of you. Of course, not everybody is interested in having more kids or still at, childbearing age. So it could, if it's not that, it could have to do with children. It could have to do perhaps with maybe somebody's ex. And the reason why I say that is because 2 7s warn of false friends. But two sevens can also speak that there's some kind of instability or self-confidence issue. Not necessarily that. Well, look, there's a Two of Cups. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Let me give you the meaning of the two sevens. The cards have been really kind of, funny is not really the word. They've been telling some kind of strange stories. Of course, okay, I'm giving you the meaning of the two sevens. The two sevens, again, warn of false friends. Okay. Let me give you the two sixes while I'm in here. Two sixes tell of justifiable faith and trust, I think, in your partner, if I want to make that's correct. And then we have the two aces. I will say this is definitely somebody who in effect wants to move ahead with something. So I just get the sense that these two sevens here are about some kind of maybe momentary kind of delay or setback, but I just get the sense that it's because somebody they've been distracted and they haven't been really paying attention to what they need to. This could also be the idea that maybe somebody's been of two minds. But the Seven of Wands says that you're in a better position than you realize you are, followed by this ace. That gives me 8 wands. So this situation kind of culminates quickly. We do see some movement here. From the 7 to the 6, we lose that 1 wand, but it's picked up again back over here. Definitely there's some kind of partnership here. Let me see if I can find the two aces can speak to a wedding, okay? Some kind of promise. We see that in the Two of Cups. Let me see here. Now, sometimes the Ace of Wands can be not just about love, but it can be about financial opportunities coming in as well. But it definitely speaks to some kind of new beginning where there's going to be a focus on pleasure and enjoyment, sentimentality. It often tells of a wedding. So I don't know if maybe some of you have been making plans for this, and maybe something has happened that kind of threw a monkey wrench into the deal. I do feel that there's some news or some offer that's going to allow you to continue to move forward. This guy in the center, he may be a bit stubborn and dragging his feet, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's not wanting to join forces. I get very much, particularly with the ace and the Emperor and the Ace of Wands, that there's a great sexual attraction here. Let me take a look at this Emperor if I can. He sits right in the center of the spread, right? So he's going to be somebody who is virile, strong, kind of like I always, whenever he shows up like that with the Ace of Wands, it kind of speaks to me of the man's man, if that makes any sense. You know, he likes hunting, he likes fishing, you know, he likes doing all of the manly things, right? I don't see anything here. Now, so I have these two major arcana and these two aces here. Let me give you the other meaning of the two aces. If I can find them. Hold on one second. I think this is it. Does it want to open? No, it does not. 1 second. Multiples and pairings. Now, two sevens say self-confidence issues may cause instability in the relationship. Two sixes, issues surrounding equality may affect the relationship. Maybe this person's older than you. Yeah, you know what I mean? In some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're older than the other person. And then I have the two aces. It just speaks to a new partnership. But we see it here. I mean, really, the aces with the sun coming out. Let me read to you the meaning of the Seven of Swords, and this may help you in some way. Okay, because usually the first thing that happens is because there's so many readers who only give you that one interpretation of lies and deception. I mean, that's not to say that there may not be some kind of, I just feel that this is more of like a hindrance or a miscommunication, but not necessarily. It speaks to setbacks, delays, postponements, obstacles. Okay, a quarrel, a plan leading to failure, annoyance, avoidance, evasion, confrontation. But it also speaks to diplomacy, tact, hindrances, and escaping from a situation. I don't get it. Anybody's trying to escape, that they're trying to shirk their responsibility. Maybe they have in the past, and maybe they're coming around. If this is like, you know, you tell somebody, hey, look, I'm pregnant, and that was not part of the plan. You know what I mean? So it is a time of solitude and questioning oneself. These are what the sevens represent. It's a number somewhat like of isolation. With the focus on adjustments and ill-conceived plans, you are asked to be wary of fanciful promises and should look carefully at any situation before making adjustments. You need to remain concentrated and focused at this time and should keep your distractions to a minimum. It often depicts the trickster and may indicate that things may not work out as planned or expected, like a surprise pregnancy, right? You are asked to show some tenacity and boldness in action to bring about your desired results. You are encouraged to dare to be bold and brave and take risks at this time. It may indicate that dealings may be dishonest or not straightforward and direct. It brings a message to be particularly aware of all proceedings and to remain cautious. It implies that we or others may feel obligated to behave in ways that are not direct, but which we accept, hoping that the end will justify the means. It is a message that something you thought lost will be returned to you, and this may include the rekindling of old friendships and ties. That's what I think it is. Somebody, after a misunderstanding, the person realizes, you know what, this is really what I want to do, and I'm determined and I'm focused to do that. Yeah, and here's the message. Let's just do it. Okay. It can suggest that your plans are not working out as planned, so look for an alternative. If your plan does not work out for you, you should not look to place blame on others, but rather look to yourself for the reasons of the failure. It may also indicate that the most likely cause of failure is hasty actions and a lack of focus and concentration. It may be warning you that circumstances, that your plans will not work out at this time due to circumstances beyond your control. You may need to look to alternative means or methods. It tells of upset plans, postponements, delays, and cancellations. It is as though everything is going wrong around you at the moment. It implies stealth around someone who attempts to outsmart destiny and evade the consequences of their wrongdoings. It can tell of the possibility of tension, arguments, disagreements, and misunderstandings within a current situation. It may also imply that someone is spying or delving into issues that are not their business, in which case that's all going to be revealed and come to light. You're going to get that message or that news that you've been waiting for. It may be warning you to be honest and upfront in all your dealings, otherwise you'll be caught out and this will have detrimental effects on many levels. It may be implying that you may be inclined to take flight from a situation rather than to face up and take the appropriate responsibility and action for finding a solution. It can also tell of surprise and or unexpected opportunities. Now, next to any other seven, it is an indication that huge life changes are about to take place in your life. It is a strong indication that you have reached an important point in your life and change is inevitable. It tells of starting over, under new or different circumstances, and that new and favorable conditions abound. Because I think whatever this is about, whether there's been an argument, a miscommunication, maybe somebody saying one thing and not really being honest and straightforward about whatever it is they've been doing, there's been this determination to just, I think, keep it moving. Does that make any sense? To just keep doing what you've been doing? Because that Seven of Wands, as I say, implies that no matter what this Seven of Swords is speaking about, you are really in a better situation than you realize. Let me read to you the Seven of Wands. Okay, the only cards I cannot look at are the Sun and the Emperor. Maybe this is about, maybe you find out somebody got kids. You didn't realize they've been hiding that from you, that they already have kids from a previous relationship. Okay? Now, it tells, this is the card calling for supreme effort. This could be referring to a job, an interview, an examination, or a test of wills. Maybe you like, okay, well, when hell freeze over, you know what I'm saying? And you just keep on doing what you're doing, and it's your supreme effort that kind of brings this person back around. All right. It says there is nothing to fear, as though there is no indication of failure, but rather there will most likely be satisfaction in being able to handle the situation or pass the test with flying colors. It speaks of determination in the face of adversity. It tells of a person who is well blessed with inner strength. It tells of confrontation and of standing up for one's intentions. It suggests competition in business and trade and brings a successful win through the use of strength and courage. It depicts a person of strong character, but one must remain aware of the need to bring this strength into balance. The Seven of Wands tells of the need to rest from undue tension. It indicates that you have already displayed courage by standing up to a problem that could have easily been ignored. With ongoing strength and courage will be needed in order to continue with the fight. It shows that the odds may be against you, but that you should stand firm. Inner strength and tenacity give you the ability to meet all of the challenges head on, and this could be what this is all about. It may not be no fire sign male. This could just be you being like, okay, I'm fixing to grab this bull by the horns, and I'm going to go ahead and go through with the thing that I said I was going to do. It asks that you should not only concentrate on challenges externally, but also within. In order to progress, you should be prepared to make changes to yourself by challenging that which requires improvement. It may be inferring that your position is very strong, even though you may not be totally aware of this at the moment. Do not allow others to take advantage of you at any time. It warns you to remain aware at all times and at the moment. It is an indication that if this is about a person, that this person is of good character and has the strength to hold their own against all opposition. If your health, if you have any health goals, weight loss, fitness training, detoxifying, this is the card to do it. It implies that you have a strong character and a great inner strength. It indicates one who is able to stand strong in the face of adversity. It may indicate that the struggle may be only in your mind. That's what this could be, what this is about. Maybe you're kind of doubting your position in this. It tells of new competitions to be faced. Renewed determination and courage will be necessary. Now, if this is about this emperor here, maybe he's worried about something. You know what I mean? So, don't know. Now, I looked at these aces in terms of the placements. I can't seem to find anything about that. So, let me move to this Six of Cups to see if it tells me anything about, sometimes this is the return of like a great love. Remember that thing that if it was been lost. Well, next to the Emperor, it is an indication that there may be some misunderstandings within a personal relationship that need to be discussed and resolved so that you can put these behind you. This is really what the card is saying. I mean, really. The Six of Wands. Nothing about the Six of Wands. Isn't this interesting? Well, let's take a look at the Seven of Swords, because it fell. So to me, if what this is saying is that this is a situation that you are coming into the month of July with, right? Now, I don't know if it's because maybe you have some doubts about yourself in the relationship, or if this is a person that we're dealing with, this fire sign male. If not a fire sign male, then this is somebody who has a strong physical presence and a strong physical attraction. Okay. The Dottore. Maybe the person wants to help you. Maybe they're very skilled and very knowledgeable, but they're not exactly sure if they should do whatever. Riunione. The meeting. Okay. Or the reunion. There he is, the Gran Signore. I just think this is somebody who's of two minds. I think right now they're not feeling very, I don't know, confident. They're trying to decide whether they should or they shouldn't. Maybe they are not, maybe they're acting all weird, and it may seem kind of sketchy, but they're really not. They're just kind of, they're not quite sure what to do. And so it may appear to you that they're being sketchy when really they're not. They're just uncertain. Which is kind of funny with this Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Now, this could also be some kind of, really, like I said, some kind of job or work thing. I think what's pivotal is this Page of Pentacles, where it sits. So let's pull cards on that. There's the message. There's the letter, the news. We see it. Now, this could be a bill. It could be a will. It could be a legal letter. It could be a lawsuit. It could be a certificate, a degree of completion. Maybe somebody's trying to finish something. There he is, the L'amante, the lover, the male lover. And the Prigione. Now, this is the man constrained or the man limited. Maybe the person is limited by their financial situation. Maybe they're limited in terms of they have to wait on some information to come in. Maybe they're limited in the sense that they feel that they need to complete something before they can actually step into this new thing. So this could be a job interview. It could be a promotion. It could be a elevation in some way in terms of position and status. But at the same time, I do feel that whomever this emperor represents, this is the idea that the person is, yes, very attracted to you. Yes, is interested in having a relationship with you. I just think they're unsure. They're uncertain. That's really what it is. And maybe there's been a misunderstanding, or maybe the person thinks that there's a misunderstanding. Yeah? Does that make any sense? I want to pull cards on this to see why the person is limited or constrained. I'm going to do first. Actually, no, I want to do these. I want to do the playing cards. Then I've got to get back to my house. I'm not even at my house. I've been over here since about 7:30 this morning. the Ace of Spades. So this is about, the Ace of Spades can be the card of tragedy, but typically it just represents some kind of ending, something difficult for the person. And that's like three aces, okay? And so this is that idea. It's an ace, like a sword. So this means that, yeah, whatever this thing is, it's something painful that the person is dealing with, but I think they've also come to the point where they recognize what they have to do, or what the truth of it is, or where they want to go. The Eight of Diamonds, which is a great card. And there's the Two of Diamonds. So I just think there's something holding the person back. It may be something financial. We have these diamonds on this. Not that the person doesn't want to be with you or join forces with you. But like I said, maybe they have children from a previous relationship. You know what I mean? Maybe that hasn't come necessarily to light yet. Maybe the person really didn't know how to say those things to you at this particular point. And you're like, okay, well, whatever it is that's happening, you know, I'm just going to go on and do what I do. So the first, with this Ace of Spades, I'm going to give you the three spades, traditionally misfortune, illnesses, negativity, but they always speak to some kind of change. The Ace of Spades is the most powerful card in the playing card deck. It represents tremendous force, energy, and power. Used positively, this energy can help accomplish great things, but when used negatively, it can just as easily destroy and harm. It means that changes are in store and that someone needs to think carefully before acting. If you act with a pure heart, the outcome will be a happy one. The card nevertheless shows up is that you have the power, you possess the great power and potential and should to change your situation. It says you will also, this person will have leadership skills and the potential to sway and influence others, but can also be stubborn, rigid, and hard to get along with. That's that masculine energy. Remember I kept saying like that man's man. There's that masculine energy there that's coming out. That's a funny reading. I think this, whomever this person is definitely unique. But I think maybe a bit unsure of themselves at this particular time. Why that is, I don't know. It is a card of financial success, along with the balanced approach to life. It shows that someone who has the ability to keep their feet on the ground and will not allow success to change them. It says that you also perhaps need to rest and relax. Now, with this Two of Diamonds, it says unexpected good news concerning financial matters. It usually comes from someone close. It says that even though the sum of money may not be very large, it will be welcome all the same. That you are reaping the reward because of your abilities to deal with people in a harmonious way. You don't get to be a leader by being an asshole or butthead. You can do that and people fear you, but you're always, they're going to have their knives out for you, right? All right, so let me close this one down. Oh, no, I don't want to do, oh, crikey. Hold on. Let me read this one to you. The Ace of Spades. It says, cross conditions, roads closed, a difficult love affair. It is a warning that troubles await. It is sometimes associated with death, but more often than not, just a very difficult ending. Requires some kind of cleansing of some sort. Okay. Eight of Diamonds. Hold on one second. You know, whatever this thing is, it turns out to be okay. This is what I find to be the energy coming off of it. Let me get to these diamonds. It says hard work brings success and money. You will have success. Keep your eyes on the goal and don't become distracted. Indicates a new job or change in a job situation, but can also indicate a possible new love interest on a trip. We see that we're moving forward with something. Here is the Two of Diamonds. It says you are having trouble making a commitment, and your indecisiveness could cause you long-term trouble. It can indicate a business partnership, change in relationship, and might speak to some kind of gossip. But it says you have to decide to commit in order to find fulfillment in your life. I mean, it's kind of almost like the cards say that it's waiting on you. Now, there's one more set of interpretations that I want to read for you. I think the spades are down here. I don't think this is anything bad. I just think it says the only thing certain in life is death and taxes. It portends doom and gloom, but it's a card of foretelling, not foreboding. So this could mean that someone, again, it goes back to me to that idea that someone either feels that they don't have enough or feels that they need to complete something before they can actually move forward. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, men are like that sometimes. If their money's funny, they ain't trying to be in no relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to come in with like a man's man and they want to spoil you and take care of you. It's the man's man kind of thing. You know, sex you up, the whole bit. You know what I mean? But they have to have things in place for them. You know, and in one way, that's very admirable. Um, you know, this says, this deals with financial opportunities. This could be like going to a bank or something like that. It speaks to increased activity in investments, estate planning, tax planning, and it signifies a major change in the state of your wealth, either positive or negative. So, you know, do what you're supposed to do. Here's this Two of Diamonds. Now it says money, 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 outgoing and incoming. Anticipate bids on property or contracts. But also whatever's coming, whether it be money or anything else, will arrive in twos. It signifies the number 2 in terms of your time frame. 2 aces, and this 2 of cups. Hold on, I want to see something. There's something that I am most definitely missing here, so just bear with me 1 second. It is the timing in the tarot. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull this up from my, I hate this, let me just kind of look for it, okay? Just give me 1 second because I just get the sense that I am missing something. Not something bad. I don't want you to assume that it is bad because it's not what I'm getting here. Oh my God, can I just find the stinking thing? I hate this phone because it just doesn't, right, it's telling me that the documents are not here, and I know that they are. I might have to pull it down again from my drive. It pisses me off to no end. Hold on, it may already be here and I just don't see it. So let me go back, because I honestly think it's here and I just can't seem to find it. I'm missing something. I don't know what I'm missing. But this has all the makings of a really good relationship. I can't pull it out. So let's take a look at, formulate your question for the Psychic Oracle Tarot. And then I'm going to go home and put this together and then I'll post it. Okay? Wow. Now this says Five of Cups. An emotional loss. But look at that. There's a nautilus shell. This is the shape of the universe. It is a spiral. Spirals come back in on themselves, do they not? So let's take a look at this. If this is simply an emotional readjustment, I really think that it has to do with the individual themselves and not you per se. It says it comes forth at a time when you may be experiencing or grieving a loss of someone or something you were emotionally attached to. Honor your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go of the past, can you continue your journey. Let's see. The suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Your unique gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as your joy and sorrow, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you will become. The painful experiences of life are equally as valuable as the joyous ones. Focus all of your positive energy on the good in your life and what you're grateful for. Use your healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you've lost, for new beginnings and happiness are just around the corner. And sometimes that's what this card can be. It is the idea of someone is, I sometimes look at this card like a catharsis or purging. Of coming to a place where they realize that the old ways or the old things or the old, none of that um, really needs to be carried forward. Not to lose sight of it or to dishonor it in any way, because as this card says, it makes up a part of who you are and it has helped you come through this particular journey. But yet you're being really offered something new here. So are you going to take it or not? And I honestly, there's such strong male energy here this really reads to me like it is a male figure. The person may be of a fire sign, may not be of a fire sign. Someone most definitely who's quite passionate with strong emotions and I think strong ideas about who he is or who he desires to be or what he's actually working on and what he wants his quote-unquote relationships, I don't want to say necessarily to look like, because this is more than surface kind of stuff, but what he's envisioned for himself in his head. I think this is really just a lovely, lovely spread. Now, on the off chance that this is about somebody who, you know, there may be a baby on the way or even a blending of families, okay? I think ultimately if there's been some kind of disagreement or misunderstanding, that's going to be cleared up. And I think it's going to be cleared up in quick time. And then this situation will be moving forward, okay? If it's been delayed or slow or something of that nature, it is going to move, okay? So that's what I have for you. I think somebody just needs the time to kind of get over whatever it is they think they need to get over. Okay? It could only be in their own mind, though. So allow them that space and that opportunity. So with that said, I hope these messages helped. And until next time, I'm in the home stretch of my underwriting for the approval on the house. My sale is pending, and July 26th, whatever foolishness is going on, because there's a lot of stuff that's not foolishness, but there's a lot of nothing negative. There's just some kind of mysterious kind of free-floating energy that's happening right now, in the sense where it just feels as though everything has slowed down, which in a way is good, because for a minute there I was moving at breakneck speed. So I'm going to use this time wisely, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.